and then
Okay,
we're
gotcha.
gonna
I,
we're gonna
I really
begin.
wish that this was a little bit more user friendly because then this would be great. This would be better than Discord.
Oh
This
yeah,
was a
this
little bit.
this software is so amazing. I don't know why it's not
They have to make it like a freaking
a puzzle
tech
to figure out
demo.
how to use
Yeah,
it.
or like some weird like engineering tech demo where like I feel like this would be like tech class where you'd have a picture on one side and it'd be like a coding thing on the other.
Hey guys, what's up? Seven Stop here. Welcome back to another video. and and today we're going to be talking about the COD community and their reaction to Black Ops Cold War. And why we
Yeah.
think it's kind of stupid and they should stop acting dumb. But yeah, we're
Telling the COD community to stop acting dumb is like telling a squirrel to stop like getting nuts. That's just
it's
not gonna happen.
impossible.
It's
But
just
oh yeah, if you
impossible. All
notice
right,
the audio is a bit weird, it's because me and Sam are on different locations,
we're
and
trying out something new for
yeah,
this video.
but our main videos will obviously still be recorded in person. But for this random video, we're not gonna go meet up to record this one stupid video about the COD community. I don't want to
Yeah,
put that much effort into the COD community.
yeah. I don't want to give anything good to the COD community. Like I
Yeah,
love the video like from the one who just does the COD community deserve a good game, and I don't think they
no.
do.
But yeah, so everyone complains about Modern Warfare. At least most of the big personalities in the COD community, or Did I say Modern Warfare, or
Yeah,
did
you
I
did.
say Advanced Warfare? Okay, Modern
Modern
Warfare.
Warfare.
Yeah, everyone complains about Modern Warfare, and then when a game releases, that's pretty much a response to. It's like it gave those fans what they wanted. It feels like they took parts of Modern Warfare and then they gave fans what they wanted, right? The people who didn't like
It
Modern
does.
Warfare, and they gave
It
them Black
does.
Ops Cold War. And it's not a perfect game. We made our video about it, and we think it's all right, but it appeals to people, and it seems targeted to appeal to people who didn't like Modern Warfare and wanted a more classic styled, fast paced sort of COD game, right?
Yeah, it does. It really feels like that because they're like, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add gunsmith. People really like gunsmith. We're gonna add that. We're gonna add sliding. You know, everything's gotta have sliding nowadays. Come on.
Yeah.
And like they had like
Boost slide. It looks like a boost slide.
it does like the whole like lines at the side looks like something from like an anime action scene, like lines on the side, like and stuff. But yeah, that's like a boost slide and stuff. And again, yeah, they added gunsmith and stuff, and they kind of wanted to kind of keep it kind of similar to Modern Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
And then the community is just like, yeah, but it's just underwhelming.
Yeah, it's either
Gosh.
underwhelming. It's underwhelming to the people who didn't like Modern Warfare, and to the people who did like Modern Warfare, it's not like Modern Warfare.
Yeah, exactly.
And some of the
So
complaints, like the graphics, what are you even on about? These,
the graphics were fine.
yeah,
In
and
fact, they were
maybe
decent.
they're not as good as Modern Warfare at max settings on your God PC, but for
Yeah.
me, I think they look better than Modern Warfare, at least on
Again,
base Xbox One. If
and
we,
again, this is going to be on this is on a PS4 Slim,
yeah,
and it's going to be releasing on the new generation of consoles.
and
Okay,
and
this
even
is
if
for
even if
PS5
it
and
looks
Xbox Series
exactly
X.
like this, even if it looks exactly like this on next gen and on this gen, who cares? I think it looks good enough, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And
I do too.
yeah, it looks good enough, and hopefully it looks
I'm
better
able to
than Modern
play.
Warfare did on Xbox.
Yeah, I'm able to play like MW2, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 on my
Yeah.
Xbox One. Like you'll survive. Like oh no, like I can't imagine like oh yeah, I love Black Ops Cold War, but the graphics just aren't good enough. So I'm gonna play Modern Warfare. Like really, the graphics matter
Yeah.
that much?
They're good enough, and they look to me pretty much up to standard for any AAA game. Maybe they're not the best ever out of AAA games, but they look up to standard, and I don't really see a point in complaining. I mean, it's not like with Halo Infinite, where the game looks like Installation 01, which was made in Unity by volunteers.
Yeah, it's not like Halo Infinite. Like it, I said it. I just thought it looked good. Like when I heard people saying like, "Oh my gosh, it's like 720p," I was like,
I was like, have you seen
"What?"
720p?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
that
thinking the
was
same thing. I
I
was
was
like,
definitely not 720p, and Sam has
no,
like
it wasn't.
the HD monitor or something, so he could
Yeah, I have
tell,
this
right?
2K monitor.
Yeah.
So, trust me, I think I know the difference between 720p
Yeah,
and
it's
like
it's not
1080.
720p.
Yeah, it's not. So get over it. And like I remember, heard somebody said like I lost a gunfight to resolution.
Yeah, that's the one Boom said that. He said he lost a gunfight to resolution.
It's like okay, yeah,
Yeah,
probably
I'm
maybe.
sure you did.
And he said that like oh yeah, when he was zooming through the snipers, like it was hard to see people. But I'm not sure if you noticed, but when you were zooming through the snipers, they had this like heat wave thing, just like simulate like heat
Yeah.
waves from the sun.
So yeah, it's not 720p, and it doesn't even look bad. Maybe it
No.
looks worse than the max that Modern Warfare could get, but it's really not that bad, and that's like the least of the what concern should be. And like
Yeah,
snipers, they're definitely OP, but they're
they already
getting
nerfed
they're
them.
already
They already
nerfed
said.
them. Yeah.
Yep, they already nerfed them. AK-74U, that's
And
already
I
nerfed.
think that the
This,
balance has a lot of potential. Like it seems like it
mm-hmm.
could be relatively balanced, but I'm sure the
It
COD
really
community will
does.
find a way to ruin that.
Oh, they'll find that like we'll find out that the Stoner 67 has this one sweet spot where if you shoot this guy in the left arm, it'll instantly kill them and it'll give you a headshot. They'll
And
find
then
that like
every single
2 months.
person will use it.
Yep, everyone's just gonna use it. They're gonna use like this the attachment that allows you to get extra damage on the arms or whatever it is. They're gonna find a way. All right. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and talk about the gunplay. So and kind of again like the movement and stuff. So that the
Oh
people
yeah.
who like Modern Warfare are always like, oh, this just seems like a downbeat and stuff like that. No, oh, like all this smooth animations and stuff like that. It's gonna be gone. Oh no.
Oh, well, yeah, that's when I was like, one Boom complained about it, and lots of other people did, about the animations, how they're a step down from Modern Warfare. And sure, I'm sure they are a step down from Modern Warfare, but I mean, who cares? I
I don't.
The one Boom was complaining that it's not accurate to real guns or something. Who freaking cares how accurate
Yeah.
it is to real guns? I care how fun it is. And
Yeah.
to
Oh
me,
no.
the animations look perfectly fine, and I don't. It's not gonna break the game if the animations don't look exactly like how it looks to load an M4 in real life. It probably
Oh
takes
no.
like 40 seconds to load an M4 in real life. Okay,
Yeah.
just shut up.
You'll survive without those animations. Like, oh yeah, remember? Like, so like Deactivate pointed this out in his video. He was like, oh yeah, so there was this like the old MW shotgun. When you're reloading, it was like, okay, yeah, I'm reloading, and stuff like that. And it's like, oh yeah, because when I'm reloading in the middle of the gunfight, I'm gonna be like, oh man, those animations are so cool. Okay, back
Yeah.
to shooting. No, you're gonna be like, I gotta reload.
And sure, it's cool that Modern Warfare has great animations for people that care about that, but I care about the core gunplay
And
the core gameplay. I care about the core gameplay, and in my opinion, Cold War's core gameplay was a step up from
Cold War's
Modern Warfare.
core gameplay was, in my opinion, it reminded me of like the older CODs.
Yeah,
Like
it felt like a
if
classic COD game.
like if this just core gameplay, like this is basically what we meant. Like if this core gameplay was in like had like Black Ops 1 style maps, like then it would be like one of my favorite COD games of all time.
Yeah, for example,
Like this core gameplay is really
this
good.
game on that map Satellite, it's great.
Yeah,
It feels like an old
Satellite,
COD game. It feels like Black
it
Ops
does.
1.
It feels like if I could play a 24/7 satellite playlist. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need shipment 24/7 or Nuketown. Oh gosh, they're gonna ask for Nuketown 24/7, aren't they?
They're gonna put
Oh.
shipment in this game too.
They're gonna put shipment in this game.
But
That could be a disaster. But yeah, so like, and
people
again,
are
even though-
complaining that it feels like a classic COD game, but yet isn't this what the community has wanted ever since forever?
This
Modern
is what I
Warfare comes
wanted.
out, they complain and want a classic COD game, and then they get a classic COD game, or at least a game that feels more classic and innovates on the Modern Warfare style and makes it feel more classic, and then they complain about it.
Yeah, like for example, Nero. I think Nero had a really, like Nero wanted classic COD gameplay, and he's happy about it. Like I don't understand why more people aren't happy about it. Like everybody who
Hmm.
wanted the doors removed and like the camping style of gameplay and the regular minimap, they were like, you know what? We heard your complaints that we're not gonna have doors in Cold War, and we're gonna have the regular minimap. It's like, yeah, it just feels like classic COD. It's like, what do you want?
Yeah, it's so frustrating, and we'll address the complaint. People talk about, oh, it's underwhelming, and I like Drifter brought up how the COD games for a while they've always had some mechanic like the specialist abilities or the Juggernaut or something, and I'm just like, do you want unfair mechanics in your games?
Yeah,
Is all
exactly.
you care about what looks good in a trailer? Who cares if it's quote unquote underwhelming if it's good?
If it's good, then it'll be good.
Yeah.
Like who I don't get like it's like oh no this thing in the trailer like this special stability looks so insanely like cool in the trailer and it's like yeah but it's overpowered in the game
Yeah,
like
and
just
it's really frustrating and it's used by noobs to get kills on people doing well and it has pretty much no place in the
uh
game. It's
cough
literally
cough
just there.
like that like fire ability from like in Black Ops 4 where you could like turn on the heat thing and burn
Oh
people
yeah, you
through
could
the
burn people through
walls.
the walls. Dude, couldn't fix wall hacking, so we just made it an ability.
Yeah, they just made wall hacking an ability. They're like, all right,
Like
just go
the
ahead.
Infinite Warfare in Black Ops 3 one where you can go back in time. Couldn't fix lag, so we made it an
No,
ability.
And again, they fixed. Gave the hackers an ability with wall hacking with like that one guy, like who could see through walls
Oh
in Black
yeah,
Ops 4.
highlights the people, right? That's that's
Basically, the
actually a
special
legitimate
abilities.
that's like a legitimate hack, like highlighting
Yeah, basically
people.
the specialist abilities were basically just giving regular people hacks. Like
Pretty
that's what
much.
the special
Yeah,
abilities
a
were.
flame gun that like instantly kills you if you touch any part of it. Yeah, that's pretty
hmm
much a hacked weapon.
A bow and arrow that shoots explosive bolts. It's almost like I've seen that from Black Ops 2 before. A hacker who decides to give himself the crossbow that shoots explosive bolts rapid fire style.
Yeah, but back on topic. Why are people complaining that Cold War doesn't have these frustrating and awful mechanics that everyone's been complaining about forever? It feels like this game was designed to satisfy the people who disliked the newer COD games, who disliked the abilities and all the camping and Modern Warfare and stuff, but they're not satisfied with it.
And it's like again, yeah, like underwhelming and stuff. Like I don't understand why you people are like so like angry or like underwhelmed. It's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's just nothing too special about
Why
it. It's like I don't like why does there have to be something super special?
why is this the game that gets the negative reaction?
Yeah, why couldn't it be Modern Warfare? Because when Modern Warfare was getting revealed, everyone was
Oh yeah, when
like,
the build up to Modern Warfare and the beta and all that stuff, everyone was like, "This is going to be the greatest game ever." But when I played the beta, I was like, "This is not going to be the greatest game ever."
yeah, when I played the beta, I was like, okay, everyone says it's good. This has to be good, right?
It
It
has
can't
to
be
be
bad.
good, right?
It can't
And
be.
then you
It
played
just
it.
can't be. And then I played it, and I was like, why did it again? Like, why does it have to be like super special? Obviously, it does have to have a special and stuff like that. It can't just be a copy. But like, if we're being honest, like Modern Warfare 2 isn't that special. It's a modern shooter, but
Yeah.
it's held regarded as many people's favorite COD games and stuff like that. Like, I don't see why it has to have to be special or anything like that and
Does
stuff
having
like
a
that. Like,
frustrating insta kill weapon does that count as being not special? Is that what we need to count as not being special or being not special?
yeah, exactly. Like, that's just so stupid. And yeah, I said like underwhelming aspects. Like to me, nothing is super underwhelming in this game.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
again, let's touch
you
on
know
this
what
aspect as
game
well.
was underwhelming? Call of Duty World War II.
That was underwhelming. All right, if you want underwhelming
That
game, play
game is
that.
the definition of the word underwhelming.
That game literally is like if like I'm gonna look it up on Google right now. But bam, there it is. COD World War II. There it is. But yeah, that game is the definition of underwhelming. And again, like I think we're gonna need to address this here because I feel like sometimes like Drifter kind of mentioned this as well in this video. Like people don't understand what the word alpha means.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
even
3
then,
weapons maximum per class.
like
Like if
it's not really that much of an alpha. It's more of an alpha than the betas of other COD games. But even then, I feel like people should give this game the benefit of the doubt. And like this is
yeah,
like if this were
there's
a
only like
beta, I
a
wouldn't
few
think that I
weapons.
wouldn't think anything of it.
Yeah, like there's only a few weapons per class. There's only literally like 3 weapons. Half of the like whatchamacallit, gunsmith attachments, stuff like that. Half of them aren't even unlocked. Like
Yeah.
you can't. We're literally playing on the same 3 maps over and over again. I'm sure you'd probably get tired if you play. Then again, they do play shipment 24/7. So,
That's true.
but uh, but still, like we're literally playing on 3 maps. And yeah, sure, does have a little bit more content than alpha. It's still like it's still an alpha. It still doesn't have a majority of the content.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the rest of the maps will be like because I didn't think all the maps were great, but like Satellite was awesome.
Yeah, Satellite was really good, and Miami was decent. It wasn't amazing, but it was still better than anything else we've gotten.
Yeah. I haven't played Miami, but as we said in the video where we talked about this game, like Satellite is the best map we've had in 8 years.
Yeah, exactly. It is sad to say, but yeah, that's literally the best map we've gotten in 8 years. So stop complaining about
Yeah,
how it's
stop.
the worst map, apparently, for some reason. People say that it's the worst map or whatever.
Yeah, and
And you go.
um yeah, like there are valid complaints, but all of the complaints being focused on, I don't really think are very valid. Like the graphics. Why is the graphics such a point of discussion? The
I don't
graphics are
get it.
good. They're plenty
Yes.
satisfactory for a game.
Yes, and even that I said, like, if you really, really want to get nitpicky, there's a new generation of consoles that's supposed to be
That's
forward.
true.
So, duh, like, this is running on your like, my gosh, I just imagine like, for example, Halo Infinite. Yeah, Halo Infinite is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be for the next like generation of consoles, stuff like that. And let's say they release a beta on the OG Xbox One, and you're like, oh yeah, the graphics are good. Duh, you stupid idiot! It's an Xbox One. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
This is the
But
console it's supposed to be played on, and even then, as you said, the graphics still aren't that bad. So I don't
yeah,
get
I
why so
think
many
they're
people are
pretty much
complaining about
they're
the
standard.
graphics.
They're pretty much up to the standard in my opinion.
Yeah, like they're better than COD World War Twos, at least from what I've seen.
I
They're
think they're
better than
better
COD World War Twos.
they're better than COD World War Twos. They're better than Black Ops 4. They're definitely better than Modern Warfare on Xbox One. They're better than that. Um,
Oh yeah,
what was
they're
the
they're,
what was the
they're
what
probably
is
the
some other COD games? They're better than Infinite Warfare.
they're honestly they're kind of the same as MWR.
They're similar. I think they're better than
They're
MWR.
I think yeah I think they're slightly better in terms of like lighting,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, like if you're able to play MWR, you're able to play this game. All right, I'm sorry, but
Yeah. I mean,
and
if you were to like, why does graphics limit your ability to play? Oh, like I lost a gunfight to 720p. Shut up,
shut up. Who cares? Like I don't
dude.
know why, but some people
Back
act
in
as
the
if
in the
like
day,
every
back
single
in my
gunfight
day,
is the
when
most
people
important
played
thing.
games, when the people played Halo 2 on the Xbox, the original one, they were playing in like 480p, and they still played the game, and they still loved it. Just shut up and deal with it.
Just shut up. Like
And
I
it's
don't
not
understand why it's
720p. That's the thing.
it's not. It's not. And another thing is, I don't understand why so many people like think that each gunfight matters. Like the one boom was talking in depth about how gunfights are this thing, and their gunfights should be about this, and how each gunfight is its own like mini thing. It's like whenever I play Call of Duty, like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, I just try and go around and like kill people. Like I don't really care too much if I die once. It's like, oh no,
Yeah.
I get to die
Every
again.
COD game has occasional BS deaths, but that doesn't make it bad.
Yeah, like for some reason people think that like people are like saying that like well people are bringing up like criticisms of the old Call of Duty games for some reason. Like they're bringing up like the criticisms that they would have of the old Call of Duty games. Like they're like, oh yeah, but it doesn't have this, it doesn't have this. It's like, again, we're trying to go back to old Call of Duty. This is what we want, right?
Yeah, this is what the community said they want, but they can never win, the developers. No matter if they make what the community wants, the community will just say that they wanted something else.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will say this. I will say that the kill streak, score streak, the streak system is bad. I will agree with that.
I don't think it's good either.
But again,
and I also
this is
think
an alpha,
that
so they're
the
gonna
balance
change
definitely needs work. But again, it's an alpha, and they're already
They
tweaking
already
stuff.
said they've made changes to systems. Like one of the developers like tweeted out and was like, "Oh yeah, we made changes to the snipers." I know they confirmed snipers are getting nerfed, and they confirmed the AK-74U has already been nerfed.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
there's no need to complain
think
about
that
that.
some of the maps need work, but no one's talking about that. Everyone's talking about the graphics and the lack of insta-kill weapons. Like, yeah, that's what we need. We need those back.
We need those back and stuff like that. And again, the Modern Warfare people are like, oh yeah, but the animations just aren't as good, and it's just not as like Modern Warfare, and it's not on the same engine as Modern Warfare. Like,
I think
you
it
gotta
is.
have it on the same engine. I heard it wasn't.
It feels
I
a
heard
lot
it
like
wasn't.
Modern Warfare.
It does, but again,
It feels
they still
like
can't
the
win.
best. Like they took the base of Modern Warfare and then they just changed it a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, this is what I thought when I initially played it. Is that I thought that it was that MW engine, MW 2019 engine, but they altered it significantly to make it more fast.
Mm-hmm. I heard from somebody that it was not the same engine, but again, I could be wrong. That was from somewhere, and again, I think this is. I mentioned this in another video. I'm pretty sure about like. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mentioned this in a Twitter video as well, and this is definitely a possibility here, where it's like, so like, for example, there's a majority of people. Like for example, Halo Infinite last year, a trailer released and showed Master Chief Classic Armor, and everybody's like, yes. But then there's just that one tweet where it's like, yeah, I'm not a fan. Boom, it blows up. Yeah, I agree. Come on. I vote for the Halo 5. I have a feeling that this is definitely possible as well. Like, there's some guy that preferred Black Ops 3, tweets something out, and they're like, oh yeah, I agree. Blah 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 blah. I want the specialist back. I want the
vocal minority or something.
Blah, blah, blah. Again,
and then they
think
influenced other people's opinions. Yeah, that's possible.
That is definitely possible as well, but we're just so annoyed with the community. Like, you're really gonna complain when we finally get like
what you wanted?
A good Call of Duty.
This is what we wanted.
I remember I played it and I was like, I'm so like, this could be it. They could finally get it, and of course, the one time that I'm like, they could finally get it, they're like, yeah, it's just a little bit underwhelming.
But no one said freaking COD World War II was underwhelming.
Yeah, everyone
all
like,
the maps are 3-lane, all the guns are pretty standard and boring, the colors are really bland. Yeah, this is going to be the next greatest game.
Yeah, this is going to be the greatest COD game, because, it's returned to the roots, alright? See, that's
pretty much the only reason COD World War II didn't get more hate, is because it returned to the roots after Infinite Warfare.
Because it quote-unquote returned to the roots after Infinite Warfare.
Even though Infinite Warfare is probably better.
It's sadly better. Like, I've had more fun out of that game than, like, most recent CODs. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not more fun than any of the old COD games, but it's more fun than
Black Ops 4, COD World War II, or Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare, yeah, but I'm just frustrated with the community right now. I'm just like, why can't we finally get a good COD game? Like, I feel like we're just never gonna get it.
We're never gonna get it, because when we do, the community will say it's bad, and then they'll make changes. Dude, watch them remove the mini-map from COD Black Ops, whatever, Cold War. Watch them remove the mini-map.
Please don't.
Please do that.
Please don't. That would be so bad. That would ruin it.
That's what ruined Modern Warfare.
Honestly, it is. That game, it got ruined because of
the changes to the mini-map. Yeah. Even though they technically brought the mini-map back, it was really just it really had no function, to be honest.
No,
because it doesn't show up dots, and it would have
No,
appeared anyway if you got a UAV. So what's even the freaking point?
to show your teammates
Yeah,
are and stuff,
teammates,
but
but
even then,
yeah, that
it's
helps a
still
bit. But
not enough.
just give us what every COD game had, what the community wants. No one asked for you to remove the minimap or to change the minimap. No one asked for fog of war, guys.
Yeah, nobody asked for specialists. Oh
Yeah,
well,
no one asked for
apparently now they
specialists, but
are.
now they are. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody asked for Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 4, COD World War 2, and Modern Warfare. Okay.
Yeah, but we still got them,
Like,
and now apparently we want to
yeah,
go back to those.
yeah. Like, I guarantee you, if specialists were never introduced and Modern Warfare 2019 was a little bit more classic COD, people wouldn't be complaining. I guarantee you.
Yeah. Um,
People would be, but
we it's just we get Modern Warfare and just the community backlash to that game after it released. It was insane. All of the big YouTubers pretty much stopped covering it, or except
yeah.
Warzone. A lot of them played Warzone, but
Well,
the
yeah, but
base
Warzone's
game,
Battle Royale.
yeah.
But yeah, base game,
And like
most
everyone
YouTubers
freaked
didn't
out.
cover
Everyone
it.
talked about how bad it was, how much camping, and their complaints were pretty justified, I think.
I agree.
But then we get a game responding to those complaints, and Modern Warfare by the community, at least on YouTube and stuff, it seems to be one of the most hated COD games. But
It does, honestly.
when Black Ops Cold War releases or reveals, and it seems to be countering those responses and making the game what people wanted, people just complain more about that game, like right from the beginning. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
what's it gonna be like when the game releases? Usually, the COD community is all happy before the game releases, and then it comes out and they
Yeah.
all hate it.
Hopefully, it's the inverse of the COD cycle. Normally,
Yeah.
the COD cycle is like, oh yeah, happy, and then once the game releases, bad. Hopefully, it's like everyone
They're
right
gonna
now.
add specialist
is
abilities
rad.
and remove the mini map, and then the community will be happy.
Then the community will happy. But the kind of reason why why we're so frustrated with this as well is because A, the COD community is being hypocritical, and B, like again, like we felt like we were on the COD community side. We were like, yes, we don't want Modern Warfare. We want a great COD game. Then they do that, and we're like, finally, we get it. And everybody else is like, this is not what we want. It's like, well, why are you going back on that?
Do you want
I thought we wanted
anything?
this.
Do you just want to
Like,
play
yeah,
another
like-
game?
I feel like it would be so funny to see people's reactions. Like if they decide we're not making any more COD games. Like it'd be so funny. Like I
Yeah.
guarantee you, they're gonna be like, "Well, Call of Duty used to be my childhood." Yet at the same time, they complain every year that it's the same game.
Yeah, but if they stopped making COD games for like a break or a year or something, everyone would complain, even though that's what they've been asking for. Lots of people have been asking for that.
But then, yeah, again, some random dude will be like, "Oh yeah, like I think they shouldn't take it a year. They're doing fine. Look at how much content Modern Warfare had, even though half of the content Modern Warfare had was added in after the game released."
Yeah, and honestly, I think that this year they should have taken a break and not done a game. And even though I didn't like Modern Warfare, and I wouldn't be happy with them leaving that game for another year, tons of people love that game. It was massively successful, and it's really popular. And so that would be the perfect opportunity to like say we're gonna take a year off. But no,
Warzone
they
is
push
the
this
perfect
game out,
opportunity.
and then
Yeah,
they get all
Warzone
this
is the
hate.
perfect opportunity. Warzone is a perfect opportunity
Yeah.
because it's a battle royale that's really popular right now. And again, you could update it constantly with the live service. You gotta have Season 6, which introduces the meteor that will come in and destroy the most popular like area and stuff. But yeah, this would have been the perfect time to take a year off.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Warzone. And people are complaining that they're going to be updating Warzone and not coming out with Blackout 2. If they came out with Blackout 2, I don't know what I would do. I think I'd just like do cock and ball torture to myself or something, because Blackout is an awful, awful, awful game mode, and I don't want Blackout 2.
Is.
And,
yeah, I don't want it either. But
but the thing is, before they said that, or before we thought they'd be updating Warzone, everyone was like, yeah, they should keep updating Warzone. Yeah, Warzone's a great platform for a battle royale. And I was like, yeah, it is. And then when they are like, okay, we're going to be updating Warzone, people are like, that's lazy. They should make Blackout 2, which no, they should definitely not do that. And
They shouldn't.
and like everyone's complaining about this thing that they previously asked for.
Yeah, like.
And
The
yeah, I don't
community
like
just doesn't
Warzone,
know
but
anymore.
I think that Warzone's a great platform to keep updating. Maybe one day it'll be good. I don't know.
Yeah, but like the COD community can just they never. The COD community just always complains, like we mentioned in our video. They just can't stop complaining.
Yeah.
Every little thing they have to complain, and even then, what I find funny is like, even though I do think they should take a year off, this game has way less recycled assets than like
Black
Ops
Ops
4.
4. That's
Yeah,
the
Black Ops.
thing. Like this
How did
game
Black
was
Ops
made
4
in
take
less
3?
time with a really constrained cycle, Corona and all that stuff. Yet Black Ops 4 with massively reused assets from Black Ops 3.
We always find a way to trash up Black
Yeah,
Ops 4.
Black Ops 4 looks like a DLC. In fact, the funny part is that some of those maps, those classic maps they put in Black Ops 4, which by the way, were like half of the maps are just from other COD games.
Mm-hmm.
Half of those maps, or those maps, were in Black Ops 3 as a DLC pack, and they look the same.
They reused DLC.
Yeah,
from the
they
DLC.
reused DLC for Black Ops 3 in Black Ops 4. But Black Ops Cold War, from what we've seen, looks entirely new, with fresh assets, a new style, and all that stuff.
The graphics are way better than Black Ops 4. Like,
Oh yeah, Black Ops 4 was just Black Ops 3 graphics with slight lighting updates
yeah, slight lighting updates
and
then
resolution.
obviously, they had my favorite character, Ruin, come
Ruin,
back. I'm so happy I got
I
to
love
see him
Ruin's
back.
beard in HD.
I love seeing that in HD, but at the same time, it wasn't HD.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know. Is
Yeah,
there
I don't know
anything
what to
else?
say else. Just we hate the COD community, and that when they finally get what they want, all they do is freak out.
It's kind of like in my opinion, I'm going to talk about this real quick. It's like I honestly feel like there's just like there are two separate communities. There's the COD community, the modern COD community, and the old school COD community.
Mhm.
Like there is a community of people who just play the old COD games, and they're like, yeah, I'm just going to play Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah.
Black Ops 2, and stuff like that.
There's
Even though
tons
they're
of
hackers
people.
and stuff.
There's tons of people that are really low levels in those games, and lots of people that seem like they're buying those games for the first time and playing them.
Yeah, so it seems like we're not even I don't consider myself part of the COD community. Like I consider myself part of like the kind of old school COD community.
Yeah,
and
because
stuff
we don't have Modern Warfare, but we've played it before. Of course, we're talking about it
But
a
yeah,
lot.
we've played
But
it.
we we don't have Modern Warfare, and we just aren't really that interested in playing the new COD games. And even though I think that Cold War looks a lot better than what we've been getting, I don't know if I'll play it. It still doesn't look that impressive.
No, I will agree that it isn't like I'm not super underwhelmed, but I'm still not like, hooray, we're finally getting it. Even though I kind of said hooray, we're getting the chance, possibly.
Yeah, I was like, we're getting the opportunity for something that could end up being really good. But from what we played, we thought it was all right. But still, just being all right makes it better than quite a few COD games that we've gotten.
Exactly. So, that now officially, I don't have much left to say. I think.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna do our outro now because for some reason it stopped recording. Just as Sam was talking about how we're gonna improve our setup, it stops.
It stops. It's like we're gonna try improving the setup. It stops. It's like it doesn't want us to improve our setup. But yeah, we're gonna try and improve this setup. That way we don't have to meet like every day and like record 5 videos, and then after the 5 videos,
Well,
we're tired.
the vast majority of our videos will still be recorded in person. But
But we're hoping to transition fully into this some point in the future. Maybe
well,
not
yeah,
like
if
right
we
now,
get a better
but, like,
mic, because Sam's
Yeah,
mic is not good enough.
it's not that it's not good enough. But I do want to hopefully transfer over to this. We'll try improving it. We'll we'll make certain adjustments to make the audio better and stuff. But and we'll make certain adjustments to also make the make sure that this is really easy to use and stuff. So yeah, don't worry, it'll all be better. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video and you agree that the COD community is the worst community out there.
Yeah,
If you're
it's a
looking
pretty
for a
long
good
rant. I have a feeling no one will finish watching it. But
yeah, but
if you did,
if
that's pretty impressive.
yeah, but if you want to find a good community, go ahead and go head towards the Dark Souls community. That's a pretty great
Yeah.
community.
We made
So,
we are going to make a video about the Dark Souls community and how awesome it is.
how epic it is and stuff like that. So yeah, if you like, just don't be part of the God community. That's what I'm just gonna say. Just
Yeah.
don't be.
Just
Don't be the
don't go
followers
on
community.
COD Reddit especially.
Don't go on the COD
From what
subreddit.
I
Okay.
hear, the COD subreddit is just the pit of just pain, and
Well,
they hate everything.
it depends what subreddit, because there's the Call of Duty subreddit, and honestly, the Call of Duty subreddit is mostly filled with like just moments from old COD games. Like I'm legitimately serious about
Really?
75% of the posts are like just clips of people from like COD from like old COD campaigns. I'm serious. But like the Black Ops Cold War subreddit, just don't go
yeah.
onto any modern like Call of Duty subreddit. Just join a different subreddit.
Just join a
Just stay away.
subreddit that's like educational or something, and don't go on a subreddit where everyone's just gonna hate everything and complain constantly.
Yeah, just join a different subreddit. But anyway, if you like the video, like it, subscribe, do all that YouTuber stuff.
Bye.
Bye.